Hey, hold on, bro. The car is tripping. Running out of gas. I told you to fill up.
You were supposed to.
Walk around the neighborhood and wait till they come.
Mosquitoes busting stuff.
You can't always be scared.
Did you see that?
See what?
We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
For what? There's nothing here.
We gotta go.
Oh my God, y'all.
Mom! Oh my God! Alonzo, I told you.
Man, calm down. Get back. What's poppin', Go Fat Gang? It's your big homie, Unsolved Richie Banks, back again with another video for you guys. And today we gonna be reacting, cause it's day number 22 for the Go Fat Marathon. That's right, baby. We've been bringing y'all these videos back to back to back, day after day, for the whole month of October, bro, because it's Halloween freaking theme. So, this whole Halloween we've been just bringing y'all video after video after video for the marathon. We're doing a whole Go For It marathon for y'all, bro. For the gang, for the squad, for the family. Whichever one y'all choose to tag yourself as. We bringing that for y'all, man, because we love y'all. So, what today is, since it's October and it's Halloween, all that type of stuff, it's the scariest month of the year, all that good stuff. We're going to be reacting to the Unsolved Mysteries Caught on Tape. I haven't seen the video, but I've been hearing the buzz about this video. So, I'm going to check it out. Y'all can check it out with me. Y'all can react to it while I react to it. And let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe for the video even start. Make sure y'all hit the like button for the video even start. Make sure y'all even go tell somebody, text, call somebody, text somebody, hey, I'm watching the Go Fat family right now. Let me hit you back. Who is the Go Fat family? You don't know who the Go Fat family is? Go subscribe to the channel right now. That's what you got to tell people, man. So, we're going to be reacting to the Unsolved Mysteries Caught on Tape. Now that sound crazy. Unsolved Mysteries Caught on Tape. That means they didn't saw the mystery. We gonna be the ones that saw the mystery. So get your Scooby-Doo hat on. Your Scooby-Doo. Get your Scooby-Doo hat on, and let's try to react to it and solve these mysteries if we can. We got 5 mysteries. Let's see how many y'all can get and think of and come up with a scenario of what really happened or what y'all thought happened. Let's go for it. Alright, play. 5.
The top 5 mysterious unsolved cases. Jackie Sutton. In late October 2015, seasoned British journalist Jackie Sutton arrived at a Turkish airport to catch her connecting flight to Iraq, where she'd been working with the free speech organization IWPR. Hours later, she was found dead in an airport restroom. Reportedly, Jackie Sutton had committed suicide, hanging herself using one of her own shoelaces. Now here's where things get even stranger. Earlier reports by the Turkish media stated that Jackie Sutton had become very upset after missing her flight to Iraq because she couldn't afford to purchase a new ticket. However, later reports revealed that Sutton could have easily paid for a new ticket. She was found carrying over 2,000 euros and 2 credit cards. Even more suspicious, another security camera clip taken shortly before Jackie Sutton's death shows her carrying what appears to be a shopping bag containing purchases made at the duty-free shop in the airport. Critics have argued that it seems highly unlikely that Jackie Sutton would suddenly decide to do a bit of shopping shortly before committing suicide. So is Jackie Sutton's death a suicide or something more sinister? Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Alright, pause it. That seemed crazy. They said she went shopping. She had a dispute about the flight. She could easily pay for it. She went and bought something. That don't sound like no suicide thing, unless she was just crazy or something like that. maybe she wanted to go shopping. Maybe she wanted just the last thing she bought on the earth. I don't know, but that seemed like the craziest thing. You gonna go shopping before you hang yourself and commit suicide in a public restroom? You didn't even go home and do it, or to the hotel, wherever. You know, go to the bathroom. That don't seem right. So, in my opinion, it can't be a man that done it. So we got to X that out because she was in the restroom, right? Now, was it a man and a female's restroom together? At that time, it looked like an old video, so I don't even think they had that back then. So a man can't just go in the women's restroom. That means a woman would have to hang her. That means a woman would have to pick her up, all that stuff, and hang her. That don't make sense because a woman would have to, live, unless she's just this big, strong woman. Not saying y'all women can't do it, but I'm just saying you got to pick her up and then hang her. Then that's a lot of work. Most of the time it takes. If you go back in the old days, they used to have like maybe 2 people or whatever, or one of them big old dudes, with the faces or whatever. Then if they committed a crime, like they still got that. I ain't even gonna say the old days. They still got that in other countries where they still hang people. But I don't know. I feel like it probably had to be something sinister. Like maybe it was a haunted freaking airport or something that, I don't know. That seems like the craziest thing. 4. Who is this? Lars
Matank. Lars Matank was a young German man who went on a holiday trip with friends to Varna, Bulgaria. While there, Matank was involved in a fight with some other tourists and suffered a ruptured eardrum. Because of the ear injury, Lars Matank was unable to fly, so he couldn't return to Germany with his friends. He rented a room in a hostel in a poor area of Varna, Bulgaria, determined to wait until his ear had healed enough so that he could fly back to Germany. However, that same night, Lars Matank called his mother and said that there was something strange about the hostel that he was staying in, and that she should cancel all of his credit cards. Even later that same night, Lars Matank left his hostel room in a panic, headed for the airport. He called his mother again, this time saying that 4 strange men were following him, and that he was hiding. 2 hours later, Lars Matank caught a cab and arrived at the Varna airport in the early morning hours. On airport security cameras, Lars can be seen entering the airport with his luggage. But minutes later, he is seen running from the airport in a panic, leaving his luggage behind. Eyewitnesses say that Lars Matank ran to a barbed wire fence that surrounds the airport, climbed over the fence, and then disappeared into some nearby woods. To this day, Lars Matank has never been found. His family asked that anyone with any info as to his current location contact them via their website or Facebook page.
So that seemed like the craziest thing. Like, you say some man was hunting you. You call your mother instead of the police, and you tell her to cancel all your credit cards. That seemed like a way something else. Maybe he just wanted to get away from everybody on some stuff, bro. Like maybe he was like that dude. If y'all remember that dude, his name was Christopher, and he went in. It was a true story. He went inside the woods, disappeared from the world. He ain't had no money. He just lived in nature. And he died in nature. That's what this kind of seemed like, because you didn't call the police if you was so scared of your life. Instead, you going into a building, leave the bags, run out, jump over the gate. You didn't go look for the police, nothing, if you was scared for your life. That don't make sense. It sounds like he wanted you to get away on some type of thing, like on the tip or whatever. Let's go to number 3. What y'all think? Every time, I'm doing this, y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all personally think. That's why I think. Number 3.
Brian Schaefer. One of the strangest disappearances on record is that of Brian Schaefer, an Ohio State medical student. On March 31st, 2006, Brian Schaefer decided to go out for a night on the town with some of his college friends. They met at the Ugly Tuna Saloona, an upstairs bar at Ohio State's South Campus. Brian can be seen arriving at the bar with his 2 friends. They're smiling and laughing as they exit the escalator to the 2nd floor bar. Around 10 p.m., Brian called his longtime girlfriend, with whom he had planned a spring break getaway to Miami a few days later. Brian told her that he loved her and would see her soon. Brian's girlfriend said that the call was nothing out of the ordinary. Later, Brian Schaefer is seen again on security camera near the escalators, talking to 2 girls. He seems to say goodbye and then heads back into the bar. Brian Schaefer was never seen again. Security cameras covering the only exits of the Ugly Tuna Saloon bar do not show Brian Schaefer ever leaving. The only possible other exit would have been through an area of the bar that was under heavy construction at the time and closed off to the public. However, even if Schaefer had left through the construction area, there are multiple other security cameras in the bar's vicinity. None of these cameras picked up footage of Brian Schaefer ever leaving the bar. It's almost as if Brian Schaefer disappeared into thin air in the middle of a crowded bar.
Now this one, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to think about it, because you just disappear. They don't find a body, they don't find nothing. Like, that don't make sense at all. How could he get out of there? I'm trying to think of every solution. That wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense at all. Unless he disguised himself and he wanted to get away from everything, or start a new life with the girls he just met. He might really, I don't know. You never know, people, man. You never know. Maybe he done that. That's the only thing I can think of. He disguised himself, went in the exit. They thought he went through the back door, but it wasn't. Maybe he was planning this all along. Huh? Y'all think?
Alan Gill. On the evening of February 23rd, 2014, Alan Gill took a strange trip through Cornwall, England. Captured by surveillance cameras, Gill spent his evening wandering the streets of several different cities for hours. He was seen in Wadebridge, then traveled by bus to Truro, then on to Newquay, then back to Perranporth. No one knows why Alan Gill took this strange trip, or what he was doing wandering the streets of 4 different cities all night. The next morning, the dead body of Alan Gill was found washed up on the shore of Perranporth Beach. Gill was naked except for 1 sock and 1 shoe. But the story gets even stranger. Alan Gill's other sock was found wadded up inside his mouth, wrapped in the cord of a pair of earbud-type headphones. Near his body was a black jacket containing a wallet with 95 British pounds, but his bank cards, credit cards, and ID were missing. However, the wallet contained a single bizarre picture: Alan Gill as a child. Even stranger, the jacket the wallet was found in was not the one that Alan Gill had been wearing on the night of his death. Initially, Alan Gill's death was thought to just be a very strange suicide. However, an autopsy revealed multiple unexplained injuries to Alan Gill's right hand, chest, and head. Police ruled the death as suspicious. The case still remains unsolved, and no one knows exactly what happened to Alan Gill.
Bro, what the heck type of stuff? Wait, that don't even make sense. So that means somebody had to sit there and kidnap him, put a sock in his mouth, most likely drowned him because they was pouring water on him. They put a sock in his mouth or whatever. He couldn't holler. But they didn't even much wrap his mouth. Well, they probably done it and they just took it off. But why would they put a jacket on him with his picture when he was a baby? Wow, why would they do that? See, right now, what we trying to do, we trying to get into the minds of a criminal. Not a criminal, well, is it a criminal, but a killer. We're trying to get into the minds of a killer. Why would they do that? What do y'all think? Y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Because I need help with this one. The first one, I think I saw pretty good. Second one, third one, this one is the strangest, bro, because why would they do that? They took the credit card. Why would they just take all the money? Why would they leave him 95 pounds or 85 pounds? Why would they leave that? Let's go to number 1. This got to be the interesting one because it's number 1.
The Jamison family. One of the most bizarre disappearances in recent history is that of the Jamison family of Eufaula, Oklahoma. Pastor Gary Brandon claims that the Jamisons told him that their home was haunted by angry spirits. The Jamisons said that they had made contact with the spirits of a dead family in their house, and that their 6-year-old daughter Madison often talked to the ghost family's child. The Jamisons said that 2 of the ghosts were called Emily and Michael, and that one of the apparitions had wings like an angel. Allegedly fearing for the safety of his family, Bobby Jamison had asked Pastor Brandon if there were quote-unquote special bullets that he could use to fight off the intruding spirits. Pastor Brandon also said that Jamison mentioned that he had obtained a quote-unquote satanic Bible in order to attempt to ward off the ghostly beings. On October 8, 2009, the Jamison family loaded their pickup truck for a trip. They can be seen on their own front yard security camera moving things from their house to their truck. Bizarrely, the family seems to be in some sort of daze or trance-like state, making dozens of trips back and forth from the house to the truck, but never talking to each other once. After loading the truck, the Jamisons pulled out of the driveway and were never seen alive again. 8 days later, the Jamisons' pickup truck was found by the side of the road. Locked inside the truck were the Jamisons' wallets and IDs, their cell phones, and $32,000 cash. Also locked inside the truck was the family's small dog, which was nearly dead from starvation. A massive statewide search was launched for the family over the next 8 months, but nothing was found. Multiple theories were circulated. One that Bobby and Sherilyn Jamison had been meth users and had been involved in a meth deal gone bad. This theory would also explain their trance-like state in the final video of the family. However, absolutely no evidence of drug use was found when police searched the Jamison family home. 4 years after the Jamison family's disappearance, deer hunters stumbled across some skeletal remains in a remote area of the Eufaula Mountains, less than 3 miles from where the Jamisons' truck had been found. The bodies were forensically identified as the remains of the Jamison family. However, the bodies were so badly decomposed that no cause of death could be determined. The reason for the Jamison family's strange behavior and the cause of their death remains a mystery to this day.
Wait, time out. They only showed 2 bodies. Did they find a little girl body? And I got a question. All right, it couldn't be no drug deal because the dealers would have took the money too. They wouldn't just leave the cash, $32,000 in cash. They wouldn't leave that. That's unmarked money. There's no credit card, none of that. So that's easy getaway. Boom. Why would they leave the dog? I don't get that. I mean, the dog can't talk or whatever, but still, I wouldn't leave the dog. You don't leave no traces of nothing. And then second, and why didn't they take the dogs down there to search, like the hound dogs and all that type of German shepherds? Why they didn't take those down there to search, smell anything? Because they, even if they dug the hole and put them in the bodies under the ground, the dog could still sniff it out. That don't make sense. Unless they kept the body somewhere else and then they waited. This is this is a good video. Y'all need to go check it out. Unsolved Mysteries. I'm gonna put the original video down in the description box if y'all want to check the original and do your own reaction to it. If y'all feel like I got any points on these 5 unsolved mysteries, let me know in the comment section. If y'all feel like y'all came up with a better solution of what y'all think happened with any of these cases, get in the comment section. Let's debate about it. Hey, I'm a good as debate man. I should have been on the debate show on the movie Debaters. I should have been on there with Kiki Palmer on her. I'm tripping. That was wait, was that Debaters? No, I'm thinking about that was Spelling Bee, I think. Who was the debate movie then? It was a debate. If y'all know who I'm talking about, get in the comments section. It was a movie that was about debate. I debate anybody, man. I'm a beast at debating. But let me know in the comment section. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your teacher, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your pa, tell your grandpa, your grandma, your friends, homies, homegirls, sisters. Tell everybody about the Go Fed Game. Tell your favorite YouTubers about the Go Fed Game, baby. Go Fed Game! Be breezy.